doing? I'm sorry about the delay. I was just 44 minutes. I was supposed to. The screen was actually supposed to begin at 3 o'clock. It ended up being at 3:44. So I'm sorry about that. A little delay. But today we're going to talk about the stuff that we talked about in another episode. All the episodes I've been episode 12, episode 11, episode 10, episode 9, episode 8, episode 7, episode 6, episode 5, episode 4, 3, 2, episode 1. Season 1 here. So we can talk about the stuff I just said. Now, really, I'm actually going to be adding a little bit of stuff. Live stream got about 2 years. So today we're going to be talking about the stuff. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the light bulbs, how the 1990s, how pencils and movies were made, the CDs and subtracts and everything. It's going to be like about maybe 1 hour video. I'll make it 1 hour video, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and I forgot. Make sure you subscribe and comment and get more views for my live stream here. I'm be doing a live stream all week, either about 2 apiece or 3. It'll be about around the time I come home from school, about 3 o'clock. And that's when I get into it now. Back in the 1990s, they didn't really have cassette tapes. They actually only played little things that had a little needle on it. That's something called like a little track or something. But now, back in the 2000s, they have like cassette tracks. And now they have like DVD players and everything. So now the way cassette tracks, that just basically help the way we listen to our music, basically. And it would really do what we do today. Now, actually, I'll set this on. Now, pencils, the way pencils were made, people that actually didn't use pencils, they actually used feathers with ink in, which I mentioned yesterday. They really love me. They used pencils. They didn't use pencils. They used feathers. I brought some birds, and it had some, and it had ink. So the sharp part, you had to cut that part off in order to have put the ink in it. So basically, back in that 1990s date, they had all right. Sorry about that. Just want to show you something. And about everything that was happening around the world. Now they didn't use pencils, but now they use pencils for writing, especially even writers that want to make books, like Dr. Seuss, for example. Use that to make books, and they also use paint and different decorations. So now you see, writers are the ones that can make books that can help us learn and for education. And what makes us makes us have a better career, makes us a better learner. Now, now a Now let me show you some kind of let me show you an example. I'm talking about here. Imagine, just close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine you are in the 1990s with living in of a place that has no existence, and the place is very old from our time, and you look on the ground, you pick up a feather, you see it. You see the feather, and then you put ink in it, and then you writing on a piece of paper, writing something, a poem of something that is very, very, very good. So basically, if you're doing that, you want to think about what you want to think about is writing is the key to success. So if you say that on the paper, you can hopefully have a better clear words. So basically, if you were done around the sheet, you just take it to the mailbox, and you go ahead and ship it. But basically, what I'm talking about here is that the key to our success is writing, which means it helps us learn with the way we are today. Now, writing has the power to actually do what we can do here, but I also want you to think about another thing here. Just think about one thing. If writers couldn't write back in the 18s, in the 1860s, what would happen if they did write? If it was in slavery? But if you think about that, you think about like the slaves and everything. I mean, the masters, they wouldn't let them write, but they would let them sometimes read, but they won't let them read anyway but they do it anyway. So basically, you want to think about would they be able to write, and you ask yourself that question: would they be able to write? Will slaves be able to write? But guess what? You think about that question, and then you say the other answer would be no. But then you think about yourself, and you say that question, yes, they would be able to write because guess what? There are human beings to this earth that can help us, help us learn and become better leaders out better careers and better jobs. So you ask yourself questions. You get to see my last screen. You ask yourself that question: is a writer allowed? Is a slave allowed to write? You have to ask yourself a question. Now, I want you to think of another question. I'm about to say another topic here. So basically, we're gonna be talking about something else. We're beginning a whole new chapter here. We're talking about how laptops and TVs was. Now, TVs back then, they didn't really have any color, but they didn't really have any color. And they was really small TVs, and they was like old sitcoms, operas, and everything. Days of Life. You ever heard of that? Just think about it as an example. It was about something that was about family, probably, but it was about something. Think about that. Now, today, our TVs are very bigger. They have got like 37 inches, 57 inches, 8 inches of TV, and they have become bigger by by what we are today. Now, TVs is what help us watch stuff, and help us learn what's even on the TV itself. So basically, TVs is a complication of TV. Now, I want you to think about one thing. Ask yourself this question. Now, can TV allow you to have a good life and learn stuff you haven't learned before? Because if you think about it, you would say no, but basically yes, because it can be somewhat as a as a safe way to learn about it, but you don't want to be, but it's also a little bit of a enjoy because you don't want to be watching TV too long and miss the brain. So if you just think about that question, you think about that if you would watch TV and help you learn, you would think no, the answer, but really it's actually yes, because basically sometimes some TVs can have about educational things and cartoons, even TV shows that can tell you stuff about anything, huh? I'm all right, mom. They can tell you anything about anything. So if you just think about that question, what can inspire you? Can a TV inspire you? Just ask yourself that question when I'm on the screen. Just ask yourself that question. If you ask yourself the question, you'll get a good and very good think thinking about that theory. And basically, you'll see you'll see that you'll have a good chance of learning about whether TVs can have good stuff that you can use. So basically, now we're gonna be talking about laptops. Now, laptops back in the day, they really didn't have laptops in it. They usually just use it. They really didn't really use anything that was really anything else. But now, because to be honest with you, the Indians, they didn't really found slaves like they didn't really let them read using technology. They can't even read it right. But if you ask yourself this question, what will happen? Another question for you here. What will happen if they did have a chance to have tablets, laptops, and everything in slavery? If you ask that question, because they would have had educational, they would have been watching a lot of stuff, like a lot of educational stuff, but also a lot of stuff that's very funny and stuff. So they would have had a chance of learning, a good chance of getting a wishful mind thinking and everything. So if you think about that, then you could think the answer is no, but really they can. If they would have had laptops, they probably would have learned and used them watching the educational stuff and learn about the stuff they're using laptops today. But today, laptops they got more upgradable. Now, I don't know who invented laptops, but somebody did, and whoever did actually helped us monitor where technology is today. It shaped the way of energy is to what provides for us to have a good life. Mm. Now, uh, now laptops and tablets are more upgradable and they can have a more powerful system to educate us. But if you ask yourself this question, ask yourself this question: what would we do without laptops if laptops were here today? They could be yes, no, but to be honest with you, if we didn't have any laptops this time, if we didn't have any laptops this time, in this 2000 time, we wouldn't be educational. We wouldn't have a chance of watching anything. We'd just be bored out of minds. But laptops and tablets and phones give a chance to learn educational things, but also watch some stuff that can help you not be bored and help us be a better person we are today. But can also help us kind of not be bored as well, and help you not be slumped. So basically, if you ask yourself this question, you will think at the end of this game, you would think about laptops being internet names, but really it wouldn't name laptops. But if you think about it, what would happen if you didn't have any laptops? So you ask yourself that question, and you can answer it. Then this one down in the comments. And you can go ahead, so you can only answer the questions I said in the comments. But to be honest with you, the way that shapes our earth, to be honest with you, I'm gonna be talking about some stuff, a lot of stuff here. The way it shapes our earth, though, man, it don't only make us powerful and a good learner. It also makes us a good quick learner and a good quick social and mental emotional talker. Now, really, it can be both, but it can make us a social person. And what it does is it just does what it does. But technically, the way technology works, it really don't. Technology is really used more for really business, but really it's now used more for social media and stuff. But also the funny stuff, so you don't get bored. But really, back then actually, when you had to you could send letters in the laptop analysis, back then you used to have to write letters, which was not really happening. It was something called a trail or something, and you could send letters there. It was a horse and paper. To be honest with you, you couldn't write like that time because we didn't have laptops, tablets, ebooks, e-use back in our time to help us write. But the way our world works today, it works to help us to write stuff, and it changes the way we do stuff today, like having no laptops, but now we do have laptops, having tablets behind tablets. But so basically, if it does change what we change, it'll do pretty much what we do right now. So basically, I am going to be talking about this for the whole video. So we're going to get into another topic here. We're going to be talking about. Now I want to be talking about one subject we really haven't actually got on to. So basically calculators. I'm gonna be talking about them in 1990s. They didn't really have calculators. They used some kind of thing, like little thing like paper out of there. They used that to count some stuff, and they also just use it kind of by hand. But now calculators, I mean, they're not really recognized by each other, but some people do still use to count or make stuff in math to help us better learn. If you actually ask yourself what calculators really were recognized when we want to have them today, but basically, if we want to have them today, it wouldn't matter because people don't really use calculators too much, but they do try to help them learn better and try to understand the questions better. But they're telling to themselves, basically. Now, basically, another one that you haven't noticed that was not really in the 1990s is headphones, really. Because they didn't really have headphones back then, and they really didn't use them to really block out this music. Because guess what? They didn't really have any music back then either. Because basically, when I'm talking about slavery, you couldn't listen to music there either, but you also couldn't have any headphones. And they actually did not have enough money to buy no headphones, no technology, nothing. So basically, that's why we asked this question: what happened to them? Because that's why they cannot use it. They didn't have any money, or the masters can't allow them to do that. Can't allow them to have. So basically, when they don't want any machines, they just flee. They free themselves by going on the road. One example I'm talking about here. We all know her, Harriet Tubman. She didn't really know too much about the technology and stuff too. She actually didn't know it all. She didn't really have too much money either, but basically, Harriet Tubman, she's the conductor of the Underground Railroad. Now, she freed herself with about hundreds of slaves with her in an underground house. Now, basically, she didn't know too much. She didn't really know anything about technology. She really didn't have enough money. She did have a husband and about some children. And she was. And about one time when she was enslaved, she did get hit by an anchor, which gave her head. Now, basically, she's a good influence over today that slaves are free themselves. But technically, but it's all about the technology because really, if they didn't know anything about technology, they didn't come to carry the flee. But today in our world, we use Harriet Tubman as an influence because she's the one that actually helped us understand technology. Because she's the one that actually conducted, and she didn't really know too much technology. That's why she didn't know it all because she didn't have any money. And she want to flee the slaves, But if you think about it, you ask that simple question. But what you want to do is ask that question yourself. So if you can think about it, ask your question on the screen and put that in the comments, and I will check it out. So, different topic we're gonna be getting into today here. Now we're really gonna be just talking about some stuff here. We're not gonna be talking about technology anymore. But I'm gonna be getting a little bit of history on it here. Now, to be honest with you, slaves back in the 1990s, they really didn't have too much of anything. They really didn't. They could read enough. If you did read, they would have got killed or slaughtered. And basically, what they do if they'd be to their mothers or something. Some mothers will read to their children, even though they don't necessarily know it, even though they're adopted to another family. But technically, they don't allow it. But they want to make sure they don't see that. So technically, they still read anyway, but they definitely don't allow it. But now,